Let's go have a baby and then get back here as fast as we can.
3 months ago, we left our farm in Portugal, bound for the UK. We had to leave because John didn't have a visa to stay in Portugal beyond the 3 months Schengen rules. And, well, we were also off to have a baby. Over the first 3 months that we were on our farm, we made huge progress, clearing land that had been abandoned for close to 12 years, and we felt like we were just starting to settle in and get to know this very special patch of Portugal. Leaving was tough, but now it's finally time to head back, with a new baby, a very last-minute visa, and a whole lot of vision to get our perfect homestead up and running.
If I had to, I could go it alone, but I don't ever need to, because I have a home, somewhere to run to. I could live alone in the woods, not a single sound, but I would never feel alone, because you've become my home. Could shatter to the ground, these walls could fall right down, the lights could all burn out, because this house is not my home. Crumble into dust, I don't need that much, I don't need to roam, because you've become my home. One step forward follows one step backwards. That's what it takes to grow. One life left is another that's just starting, and that's just the way it goes. If I had to, I could go it alone, but I don't ever need.
We are the Newbys, a family of explorers who've taken root in Northern Portugal and are currently renovating a small abandoned farm into our dream off-grid homestead. I'm Tara, born and raised in Zimbabwe with a love for wild spaces that comes from a childhood growing up on a farm in Africa. This is John, who's had a life on the road, visiting 163 of the world's 193 countries and counting. And this is our son Crusoe, who loves nothing more than to help his dad on the farm. In his first year of life, he visited 4 continents and 24 countries and is about to become a big brother. Before our travel slowed down a bit, we were van lifers, zooming all over Europe in our 2 self-converted camper vans. As a family, we've journeyed across southern Africa in a 4x4 with a rooftop tent, watching the sun rise over elephant-studded plains and thunderstorms roll in over remote mountain passes. We've road tripped through the USA and visited some of the truly epic national parks. And now our focus is here, on our farm. We're documenting our entire journey, and each Sunday we release a new episode with exciting new projects and stories. And we would love for you to join us. Hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and turn on those notifications so that you never miss an episode. Thank you for helping our channel grow and for supporting our family's journey. And remember, be brave, think big, explore.
So that's it, last load going in the car right now. But before we carry on, I'd like to say a really big thank you to this week's sponsor, Athletic Greens. With a growing family, I've really started to focus on my own health, something that perhaps I haven't really paid very much attention to in the past. I want to be around a long time for these boys, which is one of the reasons why we purchased the farm in Portugal, so we can grow our own food and live a healthier lifestyle. About a month ago, Athletic Greens came to our rescue with AG1, and now we're pretty much on a major health kick. Since our first taste of AG1, it's been a part of our daily routine. It's an all-in-one nutritional supplement with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients.
Tastes a lot nicer than I thought.
It's basically a multivitamin with bells and whistles thrown in too that support gut health, immunity, stress, but unfortunately it doesn't fix crying babies. Let me go and get Sawyer. Isn't he just the cutest? Look, he's even got Daddy's colour hair. Yay! These are the handy travel pouches, the ones that we're definitely not going to miss out on and will definitely fit in the car. If you click on the link below, you'll be getting 5 of these free with your first purchase and a year's supply of vitamin D drops. My goodness. All right, fantastic. I hope everybody really enjoys that AG1. We certainly are. I'm going to go to the car, put these last bits and pieces in there, and then it'll be time to go. Such a lovely day here in the UK right now. It's a shame to be heading to Portugal, but what am I saying? It's a shame to be heading to Portugal. I can't wait. Anyway, just put these last bits and pieces in the boot and then we'll be on our way. We are absolutely chock-a-block stacked, and I haven't done that very well. Look, we bought some of these hockey stick, what are they called? Small pieces of wood. I've got some plans to build some furniture with them a little bit later when we get into Portugal. But of course, stuck them on the top there. Boot doesn't open properly. That's a bit daft, isn't it? Never mind. So what are we taking with us? We are packed, completely chock-a-block full here. Got a whole bunch of books that we're taking with us. Look, John Fontaine, The Brotherhood of the Grape. Anybody ever read that one? Gosh, it's a dark book, but one of my favourites. The Beach, Alex Garland, early 2000s, life-changing stuff. The Cloud Garden, that one's also a great book about a couple of guys that went into the Darien Gap. Anyway, got some trinkets that we're taking with us. There's a baobab tree there. I picked that up, I think, sometime long ago in Tanzania. And of course, we've got some pieces of wood. I've got some plans to do some kind of funky stuff one day there, maybe in the kitchen. Let's see. Anyway, I thought we'd pick them up here. I found them in a shop. They were super cheap. We're going to take them with us anyway. And down here, a whole bunch of stuff for the kids. I remember Crusoe really loved sitting on that when he was young. We'll be taking that along for Sawyer as well. And then we've got some cushions and other bits and pieces. But we are absolutely chock-a-block. All right, I'm going to go and have a quick shower, get changed, find Crusoe, Tara and Sawyer, and we will be on our way back to Portugal. Come on then, we're ready.
Oh my goodness.
Get the kids.
I don't know if we should be proud or ashamed at how our car's packed.
Let's go to Portugal. We've got everything we needed.
Okay.
Everybody's marginally happy.
Yeah, the kids are currently freaking out, so let's go.
Let's go. All right, come on.
Come on, man.
Come in.
Right. Now, I must admit, I'm a bit scarred from the journeys that we've made to get to ferries recently. They've all been late. We're 45 minutes later than we wanted to be.
We are. Damn it.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Let's go.
Are you ready, boys? You ready, Crusoe? Yeah. Okay. How about you, Sawyer?
Yeah.
He doesn't say very much just now. Oh man. You know, I wonder if anybody remembers when we were sat watching that fox leaving Portugal, and we were all kind of really sad about leaving and moving on to different places, and you know, it's kind of and thinking, oh, I can't wait to get back these next 3 months or however long it's been that we've been away, and we really, you know, wished them away basically. So yesterday I took Crusoe and Sawyer for a long walk over the fields. At one point Crusoe started to fall asleep, so I got the 2 boys fast asleep in my arms, and I'm walking across the fields and I'm thinking, do you know what? This is an actual life moment, people. This is a moment that, if I'm not careful, will just wash on past, and I won't think about it, and I won't think of the importance or the beauty of that moment at all. What I'm trying to say, I think, is that these 3 months in the UK have been really, really great. And when we were sat there watching that fox, we weren't thinking about the minutes and seconds and how important they are. We were just thinking about the farm and being in Portugal. And, you know, I think it's important to remember those minutes and seconds. And I've really enjoyed being in the UK. We've had a baby. We've done our merchandise. We've met our friends and been up to Scotland and done all sorts of stuff. It's been wonderful, hasn't it?
It has been incredibly special. And so when we left this morning, we felt sad, like we did when we left Portugal.
Yeah.
And I think with that, we should only feel deeply grateful that we had people and places that are so special to us, where we can make minutes and seconds matter and be really, really happy.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do they say about feeling sadness? You know, you feel sadness because you felt joy.
Because something good happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have we told everybody that I got my D7 visa yet?
We haven't, but it literally came through
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Like,
Yeah.
it couldn't be more perfect. So thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
And now
Now we just do what we're told.
we just do what we're told, because Google's having
Google's
a right
having a
old
fit.
fit.
All right. See everybody on the boat.
Continental ferry. I like the sound of that.
There we go. Cool news is we definitely know we're going in the right direction because there's a Spanish car in front of us at the moment.
There's our boat. There's the ferry terminal.
On the left hand side.
This is so much more relaxing, isn't it? Yay! Look at the boats, bud.
That's quite a wind up there, darling.
Yep, I'm trying not to look at it. I don't know, how do you look after a newborn when you're like floored by seasickness?
Don't you worry, I won't be seasick.
Yeah, but you can't breastfeed, can you?
No, that's true.
Your kit don't work like mine.
Tell you what, darling, that's not just the flags that are flitting.
Yeah.
It's also the flag poles.
Oh God.
Look at the speed of the clouds up there as well. Wow. You can hear that wind, eh?
Yeah, it's proper windy. Like, it's no joke.
Look at this. So Sawyer's second country,
Yeah.
Spain, and his third country,
Portugal.
Portugal.
Love it.
What was Crusoe's second country?
Guess what?
Wales.
Crusoe's third country was?
Was it Portugal?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
It was Portugal because it was Scotland,
England, Scotland, Portugal.
Portugal, Wales.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Sawyer will be England, Spain, Portugal.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
that is very cool. The exhaust pipe just scraped across the bottom of the ramp then. We are sitting low.
When we open the boot, it's just all going to collapse out, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to, like, I don't
Be
know.
ready to catch stuff.
Yeah, or just because I think there's some rain in Portugal when we get there, right?
Oh, right.
So it was with a strange mix of excitement and really surprising uncertainty that we boarded the ferry. Part of me worrying about seasickness, both of us feeling a bit sorry to be leaving the UK, and all four of us getting to grips with what it means to be travelling as a family of four.
Come on, then.
Pop done.
We've got 2 children. How are you going to go to the cinema?
Well, it's quite late. I could go on my own. Okay.
Oh, dear.
Nice. Well, yeah, you've got a bed up against a wall. It's great.
So my
And
plan
Crusoe's
is,
got his own
because I
bed,
have a
doesn't
plan,
he? Yeah.
is we're going to have to move the stuff on the sofa bin onto the floor between us. Crusoe's on the floor, that's your bed, and me and Sawyer are on there.
Okay. Macaroons.
I know!
Yum.
And fruit, look, it's like, this is for Crusoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, a lot nicer.
We're off.
Gosh, that was quick. Didn't even notice, did you?
No.
Brilliant, Crusoe. Look at that.
Look, a tugboat. Crusoe, look at the boat.
Wow, Crusoe, look at the boat. Is it a big boat? Yeah, that's it. We are leaving England now, and we don't know when we're going to be back because, of course, I've got my D7 visa, and there's no reason for us to be heading back to the UK anytime soon. That makes me feel a little bit sad right now, but I'm fairly confident that being on the farm a couple of weeks, I'm not even going to be thinking about it anymore.
We should go and say goodbye to England.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Do it!
Go on then, let's go.
Come on then.
Close my eyes, you're looking back at me. As real as autumn air, I take and breathe. you might, but you can't hide from me. I know all the beauty that you keep.
That was an alright night's sleep, wasn't it?
It was all right. The beds are very comfortable, but it did at one point get so rough it woke me up. And I started feeling sick.
Yeah.
Not too bad though.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. I think the captain put his foot down as we came away from England because we were absolutely speeding along, and now we're going at a snail's pace. But we're pretty close to Spain, but another 4 hours on board the vessel. So we've got to keep this little man entertained for 4 hours. And then we'll be jumping off the ferry.
And then we've got about a 2.5 hour drive. We're going to spend the night in a place called Leon, halfway through,
Yeah.
and then get to the farm tomorrow.
Very good. Can't wait. Come on, let's go and find that playground.
Come on, buddy. I think it's down a level.
He's gone. The door closed when you blew on it. Well done, you. Gosh. Beep, beep.
Back on the continent.
Back on the continent. Well, not quite, are we?
No, not quite. We're still on the boat, but nearly. Sawyer was asleep. He's not now.
We've got a very tired Crusoe in the back there, ready for some sleep. We've been dragging out his normal midday sleep a little bit longer.
It's a bit mean, but
Gives
us
base.
a peaceful journey.
Yeah, hopefully he'll sleep well in the car. We've had news from the farm, haven't we? Joao's texted us.
So, if you've been watching for a while, you know that we will have had constant problems with our water supply.
Yeah, we currently have no water at the farm at all. It has been a very, very dry summer, extraordinarily dry, I think, hasn't it?
It has.
So it's unusual. I don't really know what that means, or
how to fix it.
or how to fix it, or even if we can fix it very quickly. But you know, we're the newbies. We love a challenge, don't we?
I'd prefer not to have this one, if I was honest.
Yeah, I was rather looking forward to.
2 babies and a new start in a new home, really, isn't it? Again, and no water.
Let's get there and see how it goes.
Yeah.
We've done all right there, darling. It's going to be like just over 15 minutes from embarkation. Sorry, from
Docking
to disembarkation, which is pretty good because, you know, the upper decks and the lower decks, it can take an hour to get off.
We don't want it to take an hour.
We don't want it to take an hour, so we want it to take less.
Let's go!
Let's battle our way through.
Sawyer's. Oh, come on, man.
Really, we've got to sit behind an old RV.
Oh, that is a cool old RV, though.
Yeah, it's going to go around about 5 miles
What
an
do you
hour.
think's in his enormous trailer?
Thank you. Obrigado, bonjour, merci beaucoup.
We're in Spain.
Dankeschön.
Gracias.
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 Gracias. There we go. We go that side. There we go. Check it. We're back on the continent.
Wait, hey!
Wait,
Look
hey.
at those blue skies.
It's 5.5 hour drive now to get back to where we want to back to Amarante, and I think we stop the night somewhere along route because otherwise it's dark when we get home, right?
Yeah. That's the plan. It's been something of a 12 hours, really, hasn't it?
It's been a hectic 12 hours, and we have got a whole bunch of new information that's just come to light. There are some headwinds.
It would be very accurate to say that this is not how we imagined our return to the farm. I think I've had about 2 hours of sleep because both the boys have come down with a cold. They're both a bit sad and feeling a bit unwell. So we're running on no sleep. We set off this morning at about 6 o'clock because no one was sleeping, so we might as well get in the car. We've been driving in the dark for a couple of hours. It's finally got light. We just stopped for a coffee, and a 2-litre water bottle decided to open itself into the bottom of the car and saturate absolutely everything. We have had, as John said, messages from Joelle this morning to say that the water is not filling from the well in the way that he hoped it would. So we have got very little water on the farm.
It's a different problem from before. As everybody knows, with regards to water, we are completely off grid.
The water we do have as well has got frogs swimming in it.
Yeah. So
that'll be interesting. And also, we've arrived in Portugal almost to the rainiest week that they've had in months, which is great because we evidently need the water now more than ever.
Yeah.
But challenging when we're moving back into the houses where we've got no storage to put all the stuff we've brought, and very little kind of usable inside space in terms of kind of room for Crusoe to run around in, which is something that we're working on fixing. And we've got a building project starting, we hope, on Monday, which is going to fix that problem. But I don't know. It's going to be challenging. So Lila was very kindly looking after the chicken and the duck for us. And about 2 weeks ago, the duck made a mysterious disappearance. The duck was looking so strong, healthy. It was a massive duck, doing really, really well. And she suspects that somebody stole him because there was no sign of kind of a fox attack or anything. There were no feathers. The duck just disappeared. So we are really sad not to have them coming back to the farm. The chicken obviously now is living with some other chickens, and if we brought it back to the farm, would be on her own without her little waddly mate, the duck. So there won't be a duck and a chicken to go back to.
I think once again, though, there is real opportunity here in that we can start again. And you know, as everybody knows, the chicken and the duck were gifted to us. We weren't really prepared for them. We didn't have a place for them to stay. You know, we've got an opportunity now to make a proper home for these for a chicken and a duck.
Yeah.
Make it really nice for them and start again.
It won't be the same though, and they will forever live in the Newby archives and be treasured parts of what was the first 3 months on the farm.
It's a chicken.
We are now mere moments from turning into our turn off. Here we go.
Yeah, Crusoe.
Oh my gosh, how exciting.
Take this really slowly, isn't it? We are low to the ground. Wow, look at it.
God, it looks so different, doesn't it?
Well, it definitely looks like autumn. Here we are, folks. We have arrived home. There we go.
That's nice. Oranges on the tree already.
Wow, Crusoe, look, here we are. We are home. There we go. We've arrived. Brilliant.
You got your ticket ready?
Everything's falling out of the car. Come on, buddy. Oh, there we go. Are you home?
Wow. Here we are. Crusoe, do you remember this place, my babe? Moment of truth. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh, we knew that was going to happen. Sorry, Sawyer. Oh, no.
Oh man, look at how this is packed, everybody. Uh-oh, bud, hey?
Okay, so we've got home and the car's just, basically emptied itself onto the courtyard here, which we knew was going to happen. Had a look in our cistern, in our water tank, and whilst there is water in there, and Joao, the young guy who's been looking after the farm, has done such a great job. I've just had a quick walk around and we'll show you around a little bit later, but he's kept it and he's looked after it like it was his own home, basically. It looks fantastic, but water is a real issue, so that's something we're going to have to start looking at very quickly, very shortly, because, well, we can't live in the house without clean water, and the water that we're currently getting is coming from the well and it's very yellow. Not ideal. We can do better. So next step is to unpack the car, get everything in before it starts to rain again, and then we'll sit down and have a bit of a conflab, a powwow, and decide what happens next. But Crusoe, delighted to be back on the farm. So are we.
He's got his clothes off. He's already got his shoes off.
Yeah, exactly.
And not sure how much you can actually see in the background right now, but so much has been going on while we've been away. So we are super excited to show you all around. Let's just get stuck into the bits that really need to happen quick sticks though, isn't it, love?
Yeah, before it rains.
It feels like the rain is imminent.
On its way. Yeah. Okay, well, that's what the car looks like currently. Bit crazy. Crusoe, are you going to help? Okay, so these are the pieces of wood that I was talking about back in the UK, that we've got some ideas and projects that we can do with them. It seems a bit silly to drag a few pieces of wood across a continent, but the truth is, I'm not sure I could find these very easily in this country, and if I could in Portugal, and if I could, they'd probably be quite expensive. So these were very cheap. We've got them for a future project. Watch out for that one. It's not far away, I think, until we start using stuff like this. Oh, okay, so car's empty. I am feeling a little bit shaky right now. Not enough sleep over the last few days because the boys, of course, are not feeling great. And I need to eat, so I think you too. Before we go to the shops, I'm going to go and have a quick look at the water system. And I think, Tara, you're going to be just doing a little bit of sorting out, right, while I'm up there.
That's the plan.
Right. Let's go and have a look. Okay, everybody remembers the Not Garage, I'm sure. Inside the Not Garage, this is the water system. Okay, so it's looking pretty yellow in there, but there is water. So we should have some sort of water pressure coming along. That's good news. Everything's switched on. It's there. Everything's good there. So really, we should have water in the house. Let's go and have a quick look. You just switch the tap on downstairs here. Just see whether it comes through some pressure. Okay, great. And we can turn the hot water on, but actually we don't really want hot water going in that cistern, that tank, do we? So the problem with the water isn't the fact that we don't have any by the looks of things. And Joao has been our guy who's been looking after the farm while we were away. He's been so busy. I mean, actually, Tara's going to take you for a wander around the farm just to show you everything that's happened. But a lot has been going on here while we've been away. It feels, I don't know, pretty exciting. Hey, Crusoe, are you coming? See, this is exactly why we want to be here. Where we live in the UK, Crusoe can't just run 100 meters like that. Okay, maybe not quite 100 meters, 50 meters, whatever it is. But he, you know, the freedom, the space that he's got to run around. And of course, his little brother as well. It's great.
So John and Crusoe have gone to look at the water system. Sawyer and I, there he is.
little buddy starting to stir, are just having a think about how to start sorting stuff out. To be honest, we've come with so much stuff and it's all kind of all over the place because we had to kind of pack it loose so that it would fit in the car. I actually just genuinely don't know where to start. We also have got no storage in these houses because obviously we haven't built any. So one of John's first projects is he's promised me a wardrobe. So watch this space. We should hopefully have somewhere to put stuff soon. But for now, everywhere looks a bit like this. The benefit of two houses is that one house has basically become a wardrobe. Not a tidy one, mind, but a wardrobe all the same, which currently looks like this. What is really cool is to come back and kind of think about all of the things that we've done already, like build these lovely lamps with, of course, the lovely Tanya and Adam. We already have so many memories here, and we've only really spent 3 months on the farm so far, and now we're here more permanently with a family of 4. Imagine how brilliant it's all going to be.
Can you see any apples, Crusoe?
Yeah.
These are the trees though, aren't they? Let's go and have a look.
Bamboo.
Bamboo, bamboo, yeah, gosh, lots of it.
Bamboo.
Okay, this is the spring where we get our water from, and currently it's not looking too good in there. So what we're going to need to do is clean it out. I think we're going to have to get in there and clean it out properly, and then hopefully we'll have some water back. In the meantime, we're going to need to do some, I don't know, make alternative plans. I'm not sure what they're going to be just yet, but talk to Joao, he's got an idea.
Yeah.
And see where we end up. I mean, it's not perfect to come back to that kind of a situation, but on the other hand, you know, I don't know, like, it's part of the challenge of living in a place like this and setting up a place like this. If we didn't have those challenges... Okay, come here then, boy. Oh, there we go. Yes, Sisa. We'll tell you about that in a little while. But Sisa, by the way, in Afrikaans means gross or disgusting or not very nice. Okay, so anyway, we'll tell you about that in a little while. In short, what was I saying? Look, we've bought a farm that's a renovation project. And part of that renovation project is, I don't know, not having things go right all the time. And, you know, here we are, we've left the farm for 3 months, we've come back, looks great. You know, Joao, the man on site, has done such a great job. I'm so very proud of him. And you know, Joao, if you're watching this, thank you very, very much. We'll be seeing you a bit later today. But without those challenges, what would we be doing? We'd be moving into I don't know, a ready-built apartment block. You know, and this is what we've signed up for. This is what we've bought into. And, you know, I'm looking around right now. What do you see? No, that's not cake. Wish it was though. Yeah, here we are. You know, fantastic. I'm so excited to be back. Hello, darling. So, Crusoe's just said Sisa for the first time on the farm. Well, I think we'll tell everybody.
The state of the well.
No, it wasn't.
Or was it that the apples are not very good?
It wasn't either of those. It wasn't either any of those. Anyway, here we are back on the farm.
Yay!
You guys are going to have to wait until next week.
When I'll give you a full rundown of the entire farm and a full tour. And we'll have a look back at what has changed since we first arrived here and did a very first farm tour. But that is a hungry topic.
Let's go. Bye for now, folks.
It's all in the ebb and flow. If I had to, I could go it alone, but I don't ever need to, because I have a home somewhere to run.